Oi, oi. Flat Earth British, Martinliedtke speaking. Welcome back. Wiggly Fat Thumbs, and I am live from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Yeehaw! My volume is fine. So good. I'm sounding good. We're getting a woohoo from Pamela Swan. Can I hear a woohoo from all of you? And there is my son. Oh, I missed. There he is. Welsh Dragon Metals. Make sure to sub to him, my son, Lawrence Liedtke, who's back home across the Atlantic in Wales land. I've got all my friends and peeps in the house. TW, good to see you, my friend. Let's have a welcome you all in. Let the people gather. Sorry I kept you for a little bit. But we're here now. Okay then, looking good, sounding okay. That will do for now. Right, some important information tonight. Okay, further along in our decoding of this realm concerning bells, which I've been talking about for a few years now. Okay, oh the bells, oh the bells. But I've discovered something this week, which is quite important, I think, because the outcome of this post, if this could be reactivated, the benefits for humanity, you wouldn't even believe. This is a fantastical science that has been robbed from us in the recent past when bells were very, very beneficial to all humanity. This was a tech that was used right across the board, guys, across the world. And it was, in the case of what we're going to look at, Russia, it was all dismantled and taken away after the Russian Revolution. The bell tech was discontinued, so to speak, and the whole world has been affected since this. It ended the golden age, is what it did when the bell tech had fallen, and it's closely connected with Antiqua tech. What I'm going to propose, maybe it may have many permeations. I'm even thinking the same sort of tech I'm going to talk to you about now could even be same for star forts. We're going to have a look at that all in this post. So AKY, good to see you. Welcome. So yeah, I'm live. It's boiling hot out. I haven't actually gone out into the sun yet today, but I can assure you that here in Texas land, it is very, very hot. I absolutely love it. Stanley, welcome. Cassie, welcome. So information will be as follows. We're going to fill you in on the meet. If you're in America land, get to the meet. Get to the meet we're going to have in North Houston in not long, 12 days time or so, on the 10th of June. We've seen a venue, went to look at a venue yesterday, and the venue location will be posted this week, early this week. Okay. In the meantime, it's absolutely fine to just get a ticket, which is linked below and in the pinned to these this comment feed and in the descriptions box below. Just book it in advance. It's in North Houston, for you to get your digs or what have you, and we'll give you the location within a day or two. Okay, it's the weekend and the lady hasn't got back, but we've been to see the venue and it will do nicely. So if you want to come and watch a presentation of Flat Earth British in America land and Jason Bashir's Archaix also, and get and hook up with us, and it'd be a very, very, very amazing thing. It's actually the start of the Summer of Love. The last Summer of Love I was born in, okay, 1967. It was a fantastical time. They nearly had it right. They had the peace and the love, but they didn't have the truth, did they? If they'd had the truth, I'm guessing it would have gone a little bit better. So as sweet Edna Bell, I told you he's hot. Buy Martin a nice coffee. Aww, we love you, Edna. You're so sweet. He's lovely. Susan, good to see you, my friend. And Lisa and Susan again. Naomi. And I'm sure, hey, there's Jason Archaix just walking past over there. Come and say hi, Jason. Yeah, special appearance from Jason Archaix in the house. What's happening, Jason?
What's up, guys?
Okay.
You've got to get this dude away from Texas, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, I lost my glasses. I got lots of stories to tell you.
Oh, you're live right now?
Yeah, man, live.
Man,
yeah.
all right. Oi, oi.
Jason, special appearance on Flat Earth British. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been having some adventures over here. Keep losing shit. I lost my shoes on the beach, but I did actually find them after about a 5-mile walk to where I'd left them. You know, classic stoner move is to leave your shoes anywhere. And then later on, I went in the sea with my glasses on, and I had this this is in Galveston, Galveston. This is in Galveston, Texas. So I went there to investigate because it had the worst disaster like in American history, isn't it? The Great Floods of 1900. So I went to check out the old buildings that are left, and I'm going to share all that with you now. I will have a look at the disaster itself in some old photographs and engravings, etc. I think something else really, really bad happened, but the whole city got wiped out. So a lot of old buildings still left. We'll look at that a little bit later on. So I went in the sea. And I had an inner voice. My spirit said, "Yeah, Matt, that's not good. Yeah, put your glasses in your pocket because you lose them." And I completely ignored my inner voice, and I was like, "No, fuck it. I want to be in the sea looking cool with my shades on." Okay, and then a big fuck off wave came, and then my glasses went, and I knew in an instant that my glasses were gone forever. Okay, it was a really bad moment. Then spent the whole next day. Basically on a road trip around like Texas, trying to locate a pair of glasses, and then ended up scoring these, which are honeycomb shaped, and they're the only ones of their sort in existence. It's a long story, but I got glasses because it was not very good not being able to see the world around you. I was like properly blind, guys. I could see a foot in front of me. Everything out there was just color and fade and haziness. I couldn't see shit. So the message of today, not that I've got any right or anything to like dictate to anyone, because I'm not. Okay, this is advice. This is good, friendly advice. Okay, from moi, is for everybody. Okay, to stop creating a shitty reality. It's quite simple, actually. So what you do is you don't fix upon anything with negative intent attached. So you read something on the internet and it's like, well, that's really, really bad, isn't it? It's bad because it's in the negative intent end of the spectrum. So we want to get away from that end of the spectrum, come up to the happy, blissful place, okay, of dealing with the now, because this is a survivalistic instinct anyway, which we've all got. So it makes common sense, and it's really, really logical to only attach yourself to anything positive intent for driving forward and for, coming along. Because we are coming along. We're coming along in leaps and bounds in this, guys, in this journey, shall we call it? A journey. So I think my mate Mel is in the chat. So, miss you, Mel. We love you. And there's front row seat. Who's in the front row seat? And Warren, and Neil, and Cherry Baby. Cherry! Attach yourself to chocolate. I've got chocolates, but they have like mushrooms in them. Rachel, good to see you. What are you saying? She's giving love to old Shiva. Okay, that makes perfect sense. It's good advice, Deb. It's quite simple, really. It's like we're all suffering with the same thing. We attach ourselves to the past. We think about that, and that creates an attachment that is not forward because it's backwards in nature, when all of that actually doesn't exist. It's only figments of not even realness in the imagination. And all there ever is and all there ever was is the now. That's all there ever is, guys, is the now. Okay, so we deal with that. We project ourselves into the future. We're already there. We do what we need to do, okay, for the love of everybody, because that's what this is about. Okay, this is not like an insular thing. This is for the whole realm. And then you just project yourself forward, and then you catch up with yourself later and go past that point onto the next, and you achieve every single thing that you want to do. But you got to do it through positive intent and disconnecting to anything like victim mentality, anything attached to the past, or any bullshit that they did to us in the past. Doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. This is a new realm, okay? Completely new realm and a new day, okay? So don't attach to it. Just disconnect it. Fuck it off, okay? Any negative thoughts come into your psyche, recognizing it is 9/10 of the battle. Okay, 9/10 of the battle. You're there. You've just recognized it. You've won. Okay, because then you can cancel it out. It's the best mentality. One of my friends said to me, and it's a really, really good bit of advice, is when you get up in the morning, chase your demons away. Okay, if you've got any bad fucking buzz in the morning, just chase that shit away. You're getting on with a happy new buzzy day. Okay, with good things happening. Magic. Okay, it's quite simple, guys. It's not a difficult guideline. Disconnect from the negative intent of the matrix, because it's all set to keep you on a lower vibrational experience, so you never wake up to your true human potential, and that is it. Okay, and that is it. Once you unplug from all that bullshit, positive intent, the world is literally your oyster. You can literally mold a new reality, which is what we're doing here. Okay, we're taking it all to a whole new level of experience and discovery, which is going to blow everybody's minds off of the radar. It's going to be so fantastic. I'm so excited. How fantastic do you think it can get, guys? So Max is in the house. Max Maximus, good to see you. Always make your bed first thing in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. That's good advice, Maximus. That's good advice. Okay. Always have a bit of toast or something as well, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Libras of light. Yes, I am a Libra. I am a typical Libran in every sense. I require balance because there's scales, isn't there? And scales have played a big part in my life. Fort Jacks is in the house. Hoping to see you soon up the meet, Fort Jacks. That'd be awesome. We're going to get a lot of the peeps together. So yeah, did you do a podcast tonight with the Paranormies? No, that's tonight. That's tonight. As far as I know, it's going to be live on Odyssey, and I think they're on BitChute, and they're on all the formats anyway. I'm not sure about YouTube. Yeah, apparently it's live, and I'll be doing that later on. I think it's 8 o'clock Central Time. Yes, I think so. So it'll be early hours of the morning in the UK, but you'll still be able to watch on their website, I'm sure, and that is myself and Archaix, Jason Bashir's that me tonight. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's all very exciting. So welcome all. I'm going to do a little presentation now, okay, guys? Buckle in, because I've got a narrative of I'd forwarded from an email from a Russian narrative, but the information, it just literally collapses all what we knew already. Okay, guys. Hey, Martin or Mashin. Hey, Martin, my man, much love from Holland. That's like the Dutch version of Martin, then. Is it Mashin or Majin? That's really cool. Okay, Annabelle, we love you. Okay, let's get on with the juice. I'm going to share screen. This video will be approximately an hour. I'm going to share information concerning the meetup and that a little bit later, and the website for it. And there's a meetup group on there. If you have any questions, they will be attended to concerning the meetup, which is only in 2 weeks' time. Okay, so make sure to get there. Okay, let me. No offense, guys, but Librans are the best. Oh, no. There's other good star signs too. But on the zodiac chart, they're the only star sign not attached to the human figure. They're like over here, you know, and all the other ones are placed in on organs and stuff. Maybe there's something in there. Nothing, Rachel. Nothing. Modern Mystic. Oh, we love you. And Martin, I'm in Fort Worth, and we want to meet you guys. Oh, well, there you go. I'm not sure if we're down south at the moment. We were up in Dallas a week or so ago. I'm not sure if we're going back that way. We don't even. Honestly, I'm just lost in the sauce. I don't even know where I'm going to wake up half the time, and it's just like on a crazy road trip, you could call it. At the moment, I'm staying with Jason and his missus, and we're all just like having a cooch down. It's awesome. We're having a great time. It's brilliant. We had the most fun. Little wing. Much love, Martinich. Marticus Farticus, the Esquire the Third today is my handle. Okay. Not that I'm a farter. Starseed hologram. What? I'm not fat. I'm not fat. Okay, let's just get into the juice. Now, did you know this about bells? I'm going to share some pictures of bells, and I'm going to go through a narrative. So listen closely, and we will all learn something together. Okay? And I share a bit of volume as well. So I've been on my travels. I'm going to share them with you as well in this post, what I've been up to on my crazy adventure in Texas land. So first, the bells. Oh, the bells. Oh, the bells. Okay. So the bells were taken down in World War I and World War II. Both the Weimar Republic and Adolf Hitler later removed all of the antique bells from the old world, from the churches and cathedrals. Okay. And in the East as well, you get fantastically big bells. And, you know, you can see this picture of these gentlemen literally embracing the bell for its vibrational quality. Okay. This is a form of healing, and it's closely connected with Vajra science. And I think it's connected with the whole, it's going to unlock the whole of the Antiquitech. Okay. So did you know, it has been proven that an acoustic wave propagates in the shape of a cross when ringing. So the acoustic wave is in the shape of a cross when it comes from a bell. Did you know that? Moreover, it was mathematically calculated in a scientific lab in Moscow's ZIL University when restoring the bells of the Cathedral of Christ the Saviour. So a doctor there had created an accurate radiation pattern of the bell, the sound descending from the heaven to earth, seemed to baptize or cleanse the area that was in. Now, to stop there, now when I was in the Czech Republic last year, what I found is when the main central bell rung, all of the other smaller bells going outwardly answered the main bell. So one bell would ring, then the other would ring, topping up the resonance, and then on with the next, and it will encompass the whole town. So scientists have found that the wave by the bell kills bacteria or viruses, if you think they're a thing, within the radius of kilometers. So killing germs or what they might regard as pathogens with bell tech. So bell ringing neutralizes, okay, jaundice, typhoid fever, and a whole load of illnesses that have been recorded in Russia have been cured by bell ringing tones. It's easy to check experimentally. If you get a virus or a bacteria and you place it in a petri dish, okay, and then place it under a 6-octave bell, the sterilization will occur. During the bell ringing, the proteins will curl up and turn into a crystalline structure and die in its own sound range. You can see here you've got helmets that have got sort of antennas on in the shape of a bell. I think that might have been something to do with it. But you see the size of these enormous bells that you have in the East. Okay. So our ancestors were guessing this, rang bells around the clock at times of pestilence. So they just rung around the clock when pestilence was around. Each specific alignment, a special ringing occurred. Now, this special ringing, it was deemed by the King of Russia to be used constantly. So there's a special tone included, and it's a mystery. Okay, here's another example of giant bells. This was obviously on something else, another building at some stage, and now it's just on the floor and on this rudimentary thing. But that's not what was there originally. So it's a mystery that in the post-Russian revolutionary pestilence, typhoid fever, etc., okay, were cured and through bell ringing. But then the Bolsheviks came into power and they decided to get rid of all of the bells of antiquity in the 1920s in Russia. Just get through. You notice you get this vajra, this same thing as you get with a vajra on top of all of these bells, with the orb as well. Could be something in that, Mercury possibly. Okay, there's a Tsar bell in Moscow, a giant bell that's cracked now, fell from a tower apparently in an earthquake. A similar story of the cracking of the Liberty Bell in America. There's the crack of the enormous bell that was supposed to be put up in a 200-foot tower in Moscow. Makes no sense. St. Petersburg. Studying the properties of the bell ringing, academia Dr. Shipmalov came up with the conclusion that in pre-revolutionary Russia, the radiation potential of the bells, especially on holidays, because all the bells were ringing, could create what is regarded as a sound dome that could deflect weapons, like electromagnetic weapons or even missiles. So the bells, when they were all ringing in the towns, were creating a sound dome over the towns and over the cities that could keep out missiles or even other kinds of weaponry. So the bells created a sound dome. And I was wondering when I discovered this, is it the same case with the fractal geometry of star thoughts, that they're resonating and creating a potential sound dome over it? And did the sound dome break? Because something happened. Is it Antiquitech connected when all of these bells exhibit huge cracks in them, almost as if the bell tech went wrong? So they have a sound dome, which is a new discovery. Never knew anything about that. But the conclusion of scientists is based on mathematical calculations. Until the 1930s, there was 1,270 monasteries in Russia, 80,000 churches from Brest to Vladivostok. Okay. And they all got taken away, and they all got replaced with another metal, inferior metal, so that the technology didn't work anymore. So the number of bells of each church, and it was calculated that their radiation would be registered in the ultrasonic range. So the bells give off an ultrasonic sound, which causes a sound dome, which can protect an entire environment and give it health benefits, kill any pestilence, and literally baptize or cleanse the entire area. And that is what Beltec was doing. One permeation of Beltec. And as I said, all removed in the 1930s. Any that were left in, Czech Republic, places like that, by the Second World War, Hitler had collected. There they are, the pictures of them. They were all collected. Apparently, the metal was reused for Armaments program, but there's no evidence for that. They were all logged, catalogued, numbered, as you can see. And then they went off to God knows where. They are taking away completely good bell, and then they're basically going to take it down and smash it up because they don't have the old technology anymore. And then they just literally smashed them all up and apparently melted them down to use for gunmetal, whatever, tanks and armaments. So they took this technology away. We've been epically robbed. This golden age ended, I think, with around the 1900 mark. There was a terrible event. They've taken it out of the history. And I think then the Beltec was dismantled. And the world hasn't been the same since. It's Quasimodo. Oh, the bells in Notre Dame Cathedral. There's plenty of narratives out there which tell you about the bells, for whom the bells toll. Quasimodo. It ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no big thing, the tone of the bell. So here's a caption I found ages ago, which sort of tells you of the bell technology. Apparently there wasn't always a clapper, and it's adapted with a bolt. Unique sound technology changes is what's going on with bells. This is interesting clock tower here with a Faraday cage all around it. There's something else going on with that. That is for definite. And these cracks in the bells, you know, there had to be some sort of event to happen for this. They say an earthquake for the Tsar bell to tumble to the earth and a giant crack in here. Like I said, the same narrative with the Liberty Bell in America. There's other permeations for the bell, the Glocken. You know, the technology apparently by the Nazis for time travel, where they had a bell. Apparently it disappeared and then turns up in Kecksburg Forest in the 1950s. Here is many thousands of human beings, soldiers, and they set up these pictures back in the days of Woodrow Wilson. Okay, and this is the Liberty Bell with 25,000 soldiers making the Liberty Bell. I think they're trying to tell us something about the bells, don't you? Vajra science, a resonating component on top, and the bottom bit is a bell. So the Vajra is closely connected, as you can see, with the bell technology. You'll often see the Vajra on top of a bell as well, or half Vajra, which is our vibrational quality and science for health and well-being. This is why Elon Musk has got a Vajra, 2 opposing torus fields next to his bed. I bet when the EM was more, I bet the Vajra did more. Well, there it is. They just stuck it on a plinth, this Zabella, and you visit it today. But it's incredible weight. How did they find these things? How did they get them to the top of the tower in the antique world using horse and cart? Make your own mind up. How did they get it there on horse and cart? I don't think they pieced it together when they were there. And there's the tower in Petersburg. It was supposed to have fallen down from there. And there's another smaller bell in that tower now. I don't buy any of it. The dismantling of all the beautiful bells in antiquity. There they are. Smashed up. And the bell clangers as well, taken out. Also, a lot of this Phoenician bronze work as well was also taken, apparently melted down for the Eminence program. But that is definitely something to do with Hitler getting rid of the Phoenician paradigm, something along them lines. These coils here, they look like Searle machines. And these here, I don't know what they are, but there's some sort of condensers from what it looks like. What they for, I do not know. Where they came from, I do not know. But it's connected with bells. They come out of a church, maybe. So some of them were replaced then in the modern day. They got them back up again. But with an inferior metal, because it was about the purity of the metal for the resonation, same as there is for I just went blank. Anyway, so that is what we discovered. There's a sound dome created in these old world towns in the golden era that would protect the town from anything outside. This could be, what keeps our dome up anyway. I have prostrated that, in Mount Meru could be emanating an acoustic frequency like a car speaker. This is all in my series, The Greatest Secret Never Told, and included in my first book, The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth, creating an acoustic resonance which is holding the water dome in place, because you can keep water in stasis using a water dome. So I'm going to show you some images now of my adventures in America land, which I'm having a fantastic time by the way. It's just like about 500,000 times better than shitty Britain. Just saying. Texas. Don't mess with the Texans, and it's the land of the free. Okay, they got it going on. So there's me learning to swim. I bought some armbands, but I couldn't get them on my hands on account as I'm an adult. But it didn't stop me trying. So I got one of them to stop me from drowning, because it was 4 foot deep, guys. Yeah. Listen, if my feet can't touch it, if my head's not above water, I'm not in a good way. Okay, I'm not in a good way at all. So there I am.
Martin, what are you doing?
There I am. Flash Gordon. Yeah, doing a doggy paddle. So yeah, I got eaten alive by bugs called chiggers.
No.
Yeah, they literally left me like fucking the Elephant Man. I had all big lumps over me. I was like John Merrick. So Joseph Merrick. So we looked up, and I caught that day at the pool. Rare phenomena. a solar halo, which is very beautiful and looks very angelic. Something going on with them clouds. Okay. And there's the chicks down at the pool. And there's me at Archaix studio with Matt and Jason getting ready for our podcast that went on very, very well. I took my style of presentation to the Archaix team. Okay, there I am, practicing to be a cowboy. All I need now is a pair of 6 shooters. Okay, I got my knife. Okay. You're allowed to carry, which buzzes me out because in Britain you go away for years and they don't give a fuck here because they're not like Nazi crazy fuckers. And there I am ready for action. Quick draw McGraw. What a tarnation. Yeah? What a tarnation is going on here? And these are my glasses, which no longer exist because they're in the Gulf of fucking Mexico. Yeah? The seas are bastards. I was going to like offer the sea out for a fight. Just go in and start punching it. Come on, man. Think you fucking had. And there's Cheryl knocking out the tunage when we had a barbecue the other day at out at one of the guys' house. It was fucking fantastic out in the woods. There's Jason. Before he goes out like saving the world, he goes, we're going to do him a lunch bag to make sure he eats because he's, you know, he has bad effects with gummy bears. So there he is with Scooby-Doo kit. Because we're Scooby-Dooing it at the moment, okay? We're literally Scooby-Dooing it, guys. So we went to Galveston, Texas to check out the floodage that happened there. The entire city got wiped out. And, okay, that's the little vlog.
Oi, flatearthbritish, Martinliedtke speaking. Today, I'm in Galveston, Texas.
Don't you see that? That's on my community page. I've done that as a short. So, what you find is in 1900, there was a great flood, which they say was a hurricane. Okay. It was the deadliest storm in American history. And it hit in the dead of night. And apparently it took between 8 and 16,000 lives. This is the harbor at Galveston. And inside there is this is an oil rig, which you can visit. And this one, excuse me. Inside there is a Texas battleship, which I couldn't take a look at. You can just see the mast of it there, where it's being done up. I mean, so yeah, a 12-foot wave came through the city. It destroyed 7,000 buildings. 7,000. That's what it was eating. It was a load of fish things and fruit, is what they eat. Yeah, it's all Cajun style-y. Okay, so rolling through
the old train tracks.
Rolling through Galveston, 7,000 buildings were destroyed. 3,600 homes were destroyed. Okay, 10,000 people were made homeless, and every building was seriously damaged. The population at the time was 38,000 people. So this was put an end to the golden era of Galveston, where later, just after the event, they built the seawall that is there today, which you just seen, which is a 17-foot high seawall, which has protected it since. Now, a couple of days ago, found ourselves in a tornado. Literally, my alarm started going off on my phone. A storm hit like you wouldn't fucking believe. The wind was insane. The rain was insane. Jason was up on the top of an RV trying to put tarpaulin on, and the fucking lightning. It was just like, he's going to get fucking killed, Joe. All of a sudden, my alarm goes off on my phone saying, get into the basement in the next 15 minutes. A tornado's hitting. I'm like, so what the fuck do we do now? It's like, stay in the car, stay calm. Okay. So all of that passed. The storm fucked off in 10 minutes flat. And then literally, Jason filled us in yesterday. Oh, no, man. Street away was a major fucking, was a tornado. Fucked everything up. Power lines down, fucking loads of damage. Literally, on the highway, on the way back, there was just trees and branches. Everything was shredded. They had the proper tornado, yo. And I was a street away from it. Fucking, that's just amazing. So, this is rolling through, I should say, Galveston in Texas, looking at the old wheel.
Red brick. Yeah.
So downtown Galveston.
Oh, look at this old railing on this building.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Very New Orleans. I keep saying that.
Look at this.
So in downtown. Oh, look at that down there, Cheryl. So Bailey, look at that.
Oh, look. Oh, he's cute.
It's fucking cool.
Huh.
Oh, cool. I knew Saturday Night Fever down there, Cheryl.
Oh, look at that.
Very good.
One here.
So anyway, that was our stroll through. I'll show you some more pictures now. Let me just have a little look in the chat. McLovin, I was watching your chat feed last night. Love you, brother. Definitely going to click that link. I was going to do it last night, but I was proper tired last night. Fucking hanging. So I wasn't up to it. But I would have definitely popped in. I was loving the conversation. I will definitely come and see you soon, McLovin. My bro. Okay. So back to Galveston, Texas. They had some amazing buildings. Check out this. They had like the normal buildings in the residential area were all like I don't know, plantation owner houses, but look at the tops of them columns, all the Corinthian work. Absolutely beautiful. So that must have survived the event. A lot of the buildings downtown hadn't. The roofs were missing. There was I noticed the Crystal Palace there, and I pointed it out. Excuse me. I pointed it out, and yeah, I got all pictures. There was a Crystal Palace there. Check out this. Upper staircases and all the windows at the bottom, and it looks typically Tartarian. Something missing off here. Would have had some sort of spire, no doubt, with resonators. But a nice red brick old-world building. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. With a nice palm tree outside. Really, really nice. So there's the main street in Galveston. You can see they got like an Art Deco building at the end. It's a museum, railway museum, etc. But they had a lot of what looks like New Orleans type architecture. It's the only way I can explain it. But they had a lot of Phoenician stuff going on still, as you can see here in the Sealy building. And this star you got all over Texas. This is because it's the Lone Star State. So they have the Lone Star everywhere, which is identical to the Star of Belgrade, funnily enough. I noticed. Laurel leaves. Okay. Which is associated with Bacchus, as we have discovered. But the whole of Main Strip have massive doorways. Really, really, really big doorways. They had the old tram train still going. Really lovely. On the Strand. They were on the Strand in Galveston. So it was quite artsy. It was really quite nice, actually. I really enjoyed it there. Very arty. See? These lovely old buildings. I definitely think something's missing from the top of that. Massive doors. Why it's so big, I don't know. Maybe because it's so hot, yeah. Excuse me. Back that way. And that's the way into the Strand. Which is really, really cool. Look at these old world buildings as well. This looked like something you could have in Russia or somewhere. And then, yeah, it's in Texas. It's crazy. I appreciate they have flat roofs in Texas. Here's another bit of film. Let's have a look.
Call Shaquita.
Calling Shakita.
Hey there, what are you doing?
So there we are, rolling through Galveston. And they had a few nice old churches. You know, this looks really old. It's got a somatic thing in the side. No bell tower or belfry or anything like that going on. I think that one was 1863, so that would have been their survivor of the event. This one looks like it's lost its spire, wouldn't you say? But it looks like it's a survivor of the event. But you can still see today there's a lot of modern buildings, so obviously that's from where the flood hit. And you got quite a few of these good old buildings there. Okay, Brian Hugo, I don't know what that is, but you got a bit of not Phoenician as such. Oh yeah, laurel leaf, yes it is. So final, now this thing here, my friend Don said that there's, I think it's to do with pirate treasure myself, but this main column of Phoenicians here, you got this guy here, I don't know whether you can see him, he's pointing at something. It's a bit like Dan Brown novel or something. He's pointing in that direction, telling you something's there. There's all sorts of clues laid down in architecture in these treasure hunts, you know, guys. Faches columns. And the old laurel leaf of control. Same thing going on. Isn't that a strange effect on the light there? Look? Well, what is that? That's freaky. Because it wasn't on. And it's just by there. That's weird. I wonder what that is. Maybe just a bit of lens reflection thingy, lens flare. So yeah, cluage. There it is. An outer place, huge Phoenician column in Galveston. Okay, we're moving on. You see, it's pointing in a direction. It's over there. What is? We don't really know. But some fine architecture indeed. Look at that place on the corner. A lot of the buildings were like that, but can you see all of these windows at the bottom? It's an old world building. Survivor of the Great Event. Okay, move on. So there I am in downtown Houston, looking at small buildings with my glasses.
Oi, oi, flatearthbritish, Martinliedtke speaking. Today, live in Galveston, Texas. Not Gaviscon, I say Galveston, Texas. And the place is like being blitzed. There's a lot of old Tartarian here, though, guys. That one it says on there. 1895, but I very much doubt it. And what you find is all the roofs seem to be missing. That building there, roof seems to be missing. That one there, roof seems to be missing. And check the Art Deco building in the background. So that's 1920s. It's a railway museum. So there's a shit ton of Tartarian buildings, guys. I'll just show you. In Galveston, Texas. I'll post more while I have a little mosey around and check everything out. Peace and love. Stay epic.
Okay, but you can see they got massive doors there, but I get they got high ceilings because of the heat here, but that's just insane. That's just like, what the fuck? It's 20-foot high door. Why? And a giant trumpet and the size of a cool place, but interesting dome window going on there. Your domage. And they got these on the floor for cobble, which are side-on red brick, which I thought was interesting. Side-on red brick for cobble. Old antique clock, which I tapped, which was tinny and hollow and not a solid thing at all. It was like cast, again with the laurel leaf on the bottom. Because this is a major, you know, it's a major port, isn't it, for oil and etc. So they definitely got a hold here. So it's an important place. And this is the cool stuff they sell you in shops. Dusters, shooters, knives and all of that. Chinese stars. They'll give you a fucking headache. And you're just allowed all that. Just like, they're not nutty about things. Oh, yeah. In Britain, they go fucking dub on that. American Civil War mural. Okay, absolute equality. I don't think that's the case, though. But there you go. Nice little American Civil War. I'm on Paranormies tonight. And that's what we're going to be discussing. The American Civil War. One of my favorite all-time subjects. So these are young American people. Apparently, people don't talk to young people in this country because they are like literally ignorant. But I did try, and I did ask them, why don't you all try and get in that telephone box? But the joke never really dropped. I don't think that he could get in the telephone box. He's looking at me. Yeah. Why have they got a British telephone box in Galveston? I'll never know. It's just weird. We haven't even got any in Britain, hardly. And you can go and have a game of chess, prisoner style in the park, which is nice. And there's some more. Look at the architecture on this. This building was made of iron. The frontage was iron. There's a narrative that tells you where it was made. And all this is an iron fronting, which I thought was unusual. And I haven't seen before, really. An iron fronted building. And that's the famous pier. And look what they got here. Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. So Bubba Gump was a real thing. And his shrimp boat. With Forrest Gump. On Galveston Pier. Was going to go on a ride. Risky. But I lost my glasses and now I've got new ones, which are weird, as you can see. Okay. So there's some pictures of the devastation at Galveston we're going to look at now. So as you can see, in Galveston, before the event, there was these Tartarian buildings, this massive, concrete building. The engraving shows that they only had sort of wooden buildings. But as you can see in this photograph, that is most certainly not the case. You can see the style, the spires and the whole feel of it and the ginormous architecture. But wow, this must have been one hell of an event. Look at that going through. It's leaving everything to sticks. But again, with the big old church, it looks a bit buried there as well. And the spire's gone. So how high was the wave when they're saying it was like 12 foot high to hit the spire off? Just saying. There it is there, as you can see. There's a church. Oh, the spire's already gone there. But a lot of big old stone buildings that we attribute to Tartaria. Nice leather settee there out in the middle of nowhere. And everything else is sticks. That's not a big image. So, yeah, major disaster. Worst disaster in American history. Look at the size of this building. This isn't there anymore. Didn't see it. But again, it's just, second story front door. And, the whole feel of it is of that golden era. And they built this after the event, this 17-foot high wall, which is there today. And it keeps the Gulf of Mexico at bay. Because it's not that high. I don't think 17 foot is high. It doesn't even look like it's high enough, to me, to be safe. But apparently it is. So there you go. So, meetage. We're going to have a meet soon, guys. And there it is. Antiquitech, Cycles of Destruction, and Redacted Histories from myself, Jason Brashears, Archaix, and it's in 2 weeks' time. And we're going to be announcing the location of the venue in the next few days, but it will be in North Houston. So, get that ticket, snap it up today, okay? Because come closer to the time, they're going to be gone, okay? They're going to snap these up. This is the event of the year, Rich. So I'm going to stop sharing screen a minute. I'm back. There I am. Woohoo! Okay, let me just check things out because I haven't. Okay, just short of 500 of you watching. Awesome, Dawson. Remember the meetage, Darren. Daryl. Okay. So there's Pamela Swan in the chat. Meet up. There's the link there. You can find it pinned. Get your tickets. Make your plans to stay in the North Houston area. It won't be far from the venue. And it's going to be Irie. We're going to have a lot of fun. American style or Texas style. So yeah. With a touch of Britishness because I'm here. Okay. Bonnie, good to see you. Robert, that's a big dot. Oh, well, we'll have a look at Robert's dot now and see what he's saying. We know this is where we pick up Cluage. He's in the think tank. So, hi, Captain. Good to see you. Hi, Jolly Man. Who's talking to the beautiful Joe. JS. Even the Bible talks about people being frozen into stone. Indeed. I don't know about that, but yeah, I definitely think it's a thing. The Medusa touch. Remember the meetage. Scatterbrain. Oh, yeah. A bell without a clapper gets no applause. Ha, 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 ha. That's quite funny. Machiavelli, good to see you. Talk to on call for uprising. No, it's not good. They're just like omnipresent. Valerie, Galveston had a port explosion, so I don't know about that. But they got a massive oil terminals there, just huge oil refineries. That's where it's all done. And that's not on the island of Galveston, that's just on another island. Close. After the flood, refurbishing. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the war of northern aggression on Paranormal Meets tonight. You know, the North invading the South and what really went down in this reset, what they call the American Civil War. It's going to be good. Hi, Joe. Face blue, smiling, jolly man. Ah, he's lovely. Fiber oats. Too many waking up now. Reset is coming soon. Good. Let's fucking get it on already. Huh? Let's fix this place. They're trying to turn it into a septic fucking cesspool, and everyone's fucking ugh. So we're going to bring them all back home. Okay. Let's put some sanity into this place because it's a fucking madhouse. You know that sells you everything there. You know, it's medication time. You know, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. He was the only sane person in what they call a madhouse, an asylum. So the term civil war comes from the Latin phrase bellum civili, which translates to war or pertaining to civilians. Interesting. That's a very interesting thing. Well thought. It's Galveston Seawall. What else we got here? So PJ, good to see you. Flood building. After flood building. Okay. Somewhere in time. I'm just breaking in my new glasses. They are for distance only, so close up. I'm still struggling with. Somewhere in time, they made the old word fair into a damn circus, then stripped away memory. Overlords have gone wild. Yeah, well, don't worry about that because we're on it. We're taking it fucking back, whether they like it or not. Tens of millions are waking up worldwide now, guys. Okay, it's just the way consciousness works, the ripple effect. We're going to reach critical mass. Yeah, and the nature of consciousness, all these dozy fuckers will have to wake up because they'll do it out of like ego and peer pressure. But they will like, oh yeah, it's definitely flat. I think it's probably a simulation, something else going on because they will just do it anyway. But tough shit. It's coming. There's a whole new day of non-grumpy fuckers coming. Can you imagine it? Yeah, everyone like loving on one another, happy to see one another. See all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way, Buzz. Yeah, wouldn't that be fantastic? Fuck yeah. Everyone's all fiery and feared of just bullshit things, guys. Most things people are feared of are superficial anyway, and part of the system. No, don't do that. No, it's not interesting, Fiber Oats. You knock yourself out there. It's not interesting. Bonnie Greatorex. Let's talk the pants on. There's Valerie. We love you, Valerie. What's happening? I've been on to that pier. Yeah, it's a big long pier with crazy big fairground rides on it. Portland or has many iron front buildings. As it, I haven't seen any like in Britain at all. Not that I've noticed, but it's an interesting frontage feature. Oh my God, ancient buildings to the right. Yeah, it's quite ancient there. PJ, Kevin Bell, unburnt wood. I don't know if there was a fire there. Okay. Carol? Don't remember reading there was a fire in the Gaviscon event, but it might have been. Gaviscon. I gotta stop saying that. Galveston. So, Shiva Shampoo. Life is like a box of shrimp. Yeah, I don't think he ever said life is like a box of chocolates. I think that's Mandela affected out of reality because it doesn't say that anymore. Although everyone says, yeah, it does. It's like mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's fairest of the more? No. Mirror, mirror on the wall don't exist. That's never been said. What? Nah, it's magic mirror on the wall, bro. No, it fucking ain't. Yes, it is. See what I mean? It's a predicament. Something's afoot. Dun, dun, dun. Rachel or Rachel? Excellent. I'll be watching that Civil War presentation. Good, because I do love my Civil War stuff. I've even got like a chapter on my favorite Civil War general in my last book, Stonewall Jackson. Actually, the narrative of what they tell us for his death, and I call it out as being bullshit because it makes no fucking sense. Or the Stonewall Jackson narrative, because that's just stupid. You stand in line over there, we'll stand in a line by you, and we'll shoot at one another. Will we die? Yes. Okay, that doesn't sound like a good move. I can't see anyone not like sort of deserting at that stupidness. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about what the Civil War was about. I feel I definitely know it was a war of aggression. Basically, it was takeover of other countries because they were going to succeed and they wanted to bring it under, you know, one big United States banner. So TARDIS, yeah, I'm in a place that's like the TARDIS. It's like this area here is like a maze, and I literally got lost yesterday. So far, I've lost my glasses, I've lost my shoes, we've lost the car. I've got lost in this neighborhood twice where we ended up having to walk like 5 miles because everywhere looks the same and the streets fold in on one another and you just walk in fucking circles and circles. But so is the nature of being abroad and, you know, being me. Not to put a fine point on it. So Max is in the house. So yeah, make sure to share this out. We're talking about sound domes created by bells, and this technology has been, you know, talked about in Russian academia, which is highly interesting, by the ZIL of Moscow University, when they were restoring the bells for the Cathedral of Christ the Saviour. That's where the discovery come from. And I had this sent to me, forwarded from an email from a Russian thing site, I think, by B. So that was cool. So I definitely think sound dome's a thing, and I think the permeations for that are massive. So I think that's important. So make sure to share that out, because I definitely think that is further along in our understanding of what's going on with the bells. Okay. So glad you're having a good time. You're sad not to, Bonnie. I'm in Texas. The weather out there is like probably, I don't even know, scorchio. Let's just say scorchio. Okay. Not far from the Gulf of Mexico. So it's boiling. Which I will be finding out as soon as I finish this vlog. Adam, good to see you. In the UK, women cannot carry a pepper spray. No, it's not. They can buy them in France, though, over the counter. But you can't have a pepper spray in Britain. You can't even get caught carrying one. It's fucking stupid as fuck. So someone shouting Roger Spur of Mud Fossils University. 5 bitches. And Divine Defiance. One like it in Berlin. Yeah, Berlin's a city I'd like to see. My friend went there a year ago. He was disappointed, though. He went to see all the war stuff, and he said it was rough as fuck. I was like, really? So, yeah. So he put me off, but maybe he just got a different interpretation of hood than me. Skin Suit Manual, good to see you. Antiquitech and ducks and chickens, most fun. Yeah, somebody said about, you know, the ducks and the chickens. So if they'd have had a baby, it would have been a chuck or a... Oh, chuck was a good one. I can't remember the other one. Mine's gone. Alan, good to see you. 8064, yeah, you say, look over there. Don't fall for it. Yeah, well, I keep doing that, don't I? It's your law of distraction. So, Bonnie, modern castles, I know. So I'm going to be cutting out soon. Now, make sure to, if you want to come to the meetup, I'll be going live as often as I possibly can because I'm on the fly. So, you know, I can do posts, grab posts, and whatever's happening in my life and my journey here in America. Welshman in America is about as rare as rocking horse shit. I can assure you of that. Although yesterday I went to have some rice or something in some, I don't know, Mexican place or whatever, and they had all flags up. And I'm sitting at the table, and when I look up, there's the Welsh flag above my head. I mean, I'm not even joking, a Welsh flag above my head. And I was in Houston. I thought, well, that's fucking weird. So it makes sense. So big up, London McLovin. Much love to you, brother. As I said, I'll come over as soon as I can, man. As soon as I can. Lady Locks. But I'll come over here, innit? Mickey, what's happening, bro? See you. Okay. Any questions? Just fire them away. Squirrels in the house. I'm Carrios. What's happening, bro? Good to see you. How do you pronounce that? Zatudiu. I'm not sure. Screech. No, I'm not. Screech, you mean cider? Oh, that's not my thing. I haven't been drinking. I'm not drinking. One Guinness is my lot. I'm not really doing that. And I'm abroad. So found dragon fossil coal. Check it out. Just the solid rock. Dragons, giant lizards, maybe. I think there was a lot of bigger creatures back in them vapor canopy days. I got a book here I've been reading because I had a fortune cookie. Said, find a book and read it, Matt. And it's by Hapgood. Okay, Charles Hapgood. which we know about in the flat Earth. The mystery of Archaix Meet, which is about, the discovery of a site in Mexico, which has anomalous artifacts with giant lizards, even big giant birds eating people. And the whole thing sings of that time of bigger creatures and bigger megafauna. So, Rachel, what's that? Do you have pics of the interior Tartarian buildings in Galveston or similar? No, I didn't really go inside them, Rachel. No, sorry, I didn't. But there's an opera house there. It was fantastic. I've seen the pictures of it. But I didn't go inside. It was too nice of weather. And you got to deal with people when you go inside and stuff. And, not doing that. I'm glad you came to visit. Yeah, America rocks, man. So fucking away, yeah. Michael Knapp, good to see you, man. Welcome to Texas. Thank you very much. You are very, very hospitable. I must say, you welcome me with open arms. They love me here in Texas. Fucking awesome. Mick O'Sullivan, I made that mistake in the dam. Don't drink or smoke. Nah, fuck. See, alcohol and cigarettes mixed together is a depressant and a stimulant in the cigarettes, and it just both together react. So the people who just drink and smoke cigarettes together, they all end up with fucked up illnesses and stuff. It's like government approved drugs, guys, are for a reason. Okay, they ain't good. That's my opinion. That's my humble opinion from 55 years of witnessing shit in this place, which I have. So I'll be all different when I go back to Cardiff. One of my mates, he ended up killing himself. He ended up dead last week. And we've had a major riot in my absence because the police hit two boys off their e-bikes thinking they were crack dealers. Only they wasn't crack dealers. They were young boys. So my entire neighbourhood in Ely, Cardiff, erupted. They had a couple of days war. And then they turned it all around. Now they're having sort of street parties and fireworks and Chinese lanterns in memory of the boys that got killed by the police, which they're not like admitting to, but all the boys witnessed it, and it's for high fucked upness. So it's just been like, in my absence, because my energy left Cardiff, the whole place turned to shit. Yeah, because I'm not there to bring my love vibe in. So the whole place like just started burning and exploding, fucking deaths and all sorts of weird shit. Yeah, it's just been weird. All because I'm not there. Yeah, I know. Weird, isn't it? Roger Waters, he's Welsh. He's one of my lot. He's from up the valley's wacky whack. He's been going, no, he's a total fucking chill, mate. I'm telling you, he's going on. You want to see me? He went on nuts with the fucking masks and shit. The guy, that's why they give him a tour. Anyone who fucking supported all that nuttiness ended up, right, with a world tour. Like fucking Kiss. Nothing fucks me off. Sorry to curse, like, but nothing fucks me off worse than Kiss. Yeah, Kiss. I just cunts. Okay, Gene Simmons, you king cunt of Cuntsville. Okay, because they went fucking double nuts during all that weirdness. Yeah, and now they got a world fucking tour, and everyone's like, yeah, and their music's shit anyway. It is. Put them Kiss, Black Sabbath. It's like, who the fuck are Kiss? It's like in a different realm of shitness. They're like a tribute band of a tribute band. Okay, that's enough of a rant about Kiss. I feel loads better though. I want to do it. I want to get that out. Okay, I got a lot of band. Thank you, She, for shampoo. Yeah, cunts. Yeah. Okay, got that sorted. Gene Simmons is pure evil. Wacky wait, no, you're feeling it, aren't you? He's a total cunt, isn't he? Yeah. And that other guy, yeah, he's about 76. He looks 23. I thought he's had enough fucking adrenochrome to sink a battleship. This cunt, look at it. No one looks like that. And the makeup and all of that. It's just like, ugh. They're only ripping off Alice Cooper anyway. I think Alice Cooper definitely preceded Kiss, didn't he, guys? I know. So they're plagiarists and cunts. Okay? I got nothing bad to say about Alice Cooper. He's a very creative artist. And he does good stuff. Good music. Okay. But he's a bit of a cunt as well. But maybe not. I don't know. It's the company he keeps, isn't it? Mick O'Sullivan, good to see you. Pigs everywhere. Absolutely out of control. In my neighbourhood, they like, if the police turn up, you're like, oh, they're going to try and rob me. because they're like gangsters. I'm not joking. They robs the kids and takes their drugs and sells them. That's how bad it is. Lock and load and go blaze of glory. You never take me alive, copper. No, don't do that, Britain. Fucking hell, they'd have like the army. They'd have the SAS come in, man. They'd have helicopters with people on ropes coming through your roof. Like that. You are feeding my soul. I've been starving, thank you. Lady Lux, have you been starving? Fuck. You should get over to the Flat Earth British or the Archaix or all of these communities over here, right? Because we are like, we're on it. We're having a fantastic time. We're on it, and you can be part of it. You are a part of it, yeah. So yeah, don't feel like soul starved. There's plenty of knowledge here. Just dive into the information. It's absolutely euphoric when you actually find out the truth of this place. It's a wonderful experience. And then you unplug because you find out it's all bullshit and we're on a dream anyway. Row, row, row the boat gently downstream. Life is but a dream. That's right, guys. You know it. Kathleen, wake up. Which one of you dreamt up that bullshit in the last 2 years? Don't do it again. Somewhere in time. Julia, good to see you. So I'm not sure how long I've been live because my screen is not actually showing me, but I think it's somewhere around the hour mark. But pay for safety with innocence. Oh, they're all just cunts, man. Excuse my language. No, not really. Oh, Ben. Would I like to stay in Texas? Well, I'm missing my family and my friends, but I'm not missing fucking Britain. I can assure you of that, Bear. The weather is out of this world. The environment is out of this world. And I can assure you, I ain't in the hood. Okay, it's lovely, yeah. It's just lovely. Except the highways like make me like shit myself because there's like thousands of fucking cars coming at you the wrong way. And everyone drives like fucking stink. It's just like, and there's just like 12 lanes this side, 12 lanes that side. They're like super highways. And I've never seen the like because the roads are only 2 lanes where I come from. Yeah, the main street going into my city is 2 lanes. And they are like 24 lanes going into Houston. Insanely big cities, even too difficult to describe how big the Houston area is. Wow. Cryptic Gallows, good to see you. Okay. Mick, what's happening? Justice for the 2 lads. The justice will be is everyone in Ely will give the police a fucking dog's life from here in, and that'll be their ass. Because they didn't like them anyway, and now that'll be it. They'll be targeted. They'll be fucked up. People in Ely not scared of police. You fucking fight them. Fucking blow the shit up. Martin, have you looked into FB Angels research? Carol, I've known FEB for about 8 years. I haven't got time to watch his 24-hour vlogs, but I know along the lines he's working on and stuff. Yes. Weird. Life is weird. Life is strange. It's even stranger when I'm here. No, don't be sorry. It's life. It's part of the matrix. It's all for a reason, I'm sure. As tragic as things are, I'm sure they make sense further on. Nance, good to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. So I'm going to cut out now, guys. I got to get on with stuff. And the sun is shining out there. I need to go and have a cup of coffee and a breath of air. Oh, I got coffee here. So what's happening, Brian? So is my son in chat? Lawrence, are you there, son? How's it all going over there? Give me the intel. Home intel. The Alex, good to see you. Kate M, good to see you, my friend. Lemmy said it's okay to drink and smoke. No, Lemmy was fucking cool. Okay, he had this black girlfriend once when he was young, and she died of a heroin overdose, and he loved it to bits. So after that, he just didn't like hard drugs whatsoever. He even told his own kids, "Don't take hard drugs. If you got to have drugs, have speed." You know, he told them to stay the fuck away from it. He was wise. He drank Jack Daniels, and he did have a cigarette, and he did have a spliff a night. Yes, but like he died, like young, didn't he? He's just died. Lemmy, yeah, was a fantastic human being. Yeah, I seen Lemmy with Hawkwind, but not with Motorhead, unfortunately. But my brain would have probably split anyway. It's too quick. Motorhead's 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you go in there, I'd probably pogo my head off. Punks and skins, we still love Motorhead because it was like punk. Motorhead's like punk. Still love it. The Vulcan millennial, after the vapor canopy, were the last of the giants. Does this mean the buildings around North America and the world and the big doors were built soon after the vapor canopy finished? No, I think after the vapor canopy finished, there was like, you know, a terrible cataclysm where there was an instant freezing. Mammoths have been recorded with vegetation in their mouths, etc. And they instantly froze. And this happened in instance. And the lower part of America where we are now, that seemed to have been wiped off the face of the earth. Something really, really bad happened when the vapor canopy collapsed. Do I feel their buildings were there from there? The classical buildings that you witness on the top of the Acropolis and the old Roman, Greek buildings, Carthaginian, Troy, all of them, they were there and they got destroyed because you can see them now completely ruined and destroyed by the terrible cataclysm. So the Tartarian buildings, they were built with flood prevention in mind, and they were built bigger and better, but not for the bigger cataclysm that destroyed the world, no. I do not believe that's the case. Some of these buildings may be 500 years old, older than that, some of them. But I don't think antique world is the antique world, just in my mind. And I think the cataclysm happened relatively recently, you know, in terms of time, not a long time ago. All of this Ice Age idea, 10,000 years ago, all of that, complete bollocks, guys. Yeah, they just like what space does. You know, with light years, is to give everything distance of time, you know, evolutionary theory. Fucking Richard Dawkins says, oh, well, you don't know shit because our nails here is how long humanity been on the earth compared to that length of time. It's like, oh, fucking really, Richard Dawkins. There's somebody I would like to have a discussion with, is Richard Dawkins. He exudes evil, doesn't he? He's like a fucking... the cunt of cunts. So I would like to have a word with him about his belief system in his church of culty science, what they're all into, which is weird. I see the evidence in Spain. Spain is a lot more Moorish flavour to their architecture because the Moors were there. Spain had the first, you know, major universities in Europe and a big civilization set up early on. Advanced civilization before the rest of Europe got into it through the Moors, which are in my head the Tartars. Terry Tonka, bang that head, does it? Yeah, head banging is really bad, and you get like a pain in the back of your neck if you're a heavy metaler. But we all do head banging. Okay, Brian Evans, he's in Llanelli in Wales, where I come from. I was rock through my bones. So dinosaurs, well, we're thinking more in lines of huge lizards and huge flying birds and huge fish like the megalodon, etc. There's been enough evidence of these things being washed up on Japanese beaches, etc. Aussie and Motorhead, I ain't no nice guy. Oh, yeah, but I think Lemmy is, actually, you know. Elvis Presley says, I'm evil. My middle name is Misery, so don't you mess around with me. He's telling you, the guy's obviously saying, oh, I'm fucking evil, man. Yeah, I'm trouble. Don't you mess around with me. He tells you in that track, don't he? There's another devilly track as well when he's like doing devil stuff. So didn't stop like most of the world loving on Elvis's art, did it? But the Tavistock give him the lyrics anyway. Just spin them out. We'll make you famous. Can I write my own lyrics? No, shut the fuck up or die. Okay, I'll sing this song then, shall I? Yes, you'll sing this song and shut the fuck up. Same for David Bowie, same for Queen, same for Talking Heads, and all of the main Tavistock players who know what this place is and what's going to happen and what has happened. Okay, we've been here before, we'll be here again. We made a deal to come back in here, sort this shit out once and for all, get rid of the tyrannical powers that should not be, giving it back to the good people of this realm so they can live their lives equally happy, no bullshit, no troubles, no bad health, long lives. Giant vegetation can be brought back, guys. You can use electroculture for bringing on electroculture, can bring on plants, no end. There's many technologies that we're learning about, guys, which we've been unlocking, which can help us in a new beautiful realm that is coming. Think of it in terms of the Celestine prophecy, and you're going to see this realm for what it really, really looks like and feels like. You will be overcome with emotion. You won't understand it at first, but when you grasp it, you're going to thank your lucky stars that you were alive to witness it. I want to leave Arizona 2 hot. Oh, yeah, man. I'm loving the heat, though. I really like it. Everything's air conditioned here in Texas anyway. Most people stay in during the heat and they go out. That's the oldest library in the country there in Aberystwyth, the Welsh Library. When you're home, how far are you from Aberystwyth, Truman? I'm in Cardiff, so like 60 odd miles, something like that. But I have been to Aberystwyth many times, and it's a town I love, and it's very beautiful. Beautiful sun promenade there, which is also prone to floods. It's been destroyed once or twice. Welsh Dragon, yes, I have Europe, not only UK, Oslo, mainland, fun times. That's Alan talking to my son, who is Lawrence Leaker, who's back home in Wales, holding the fort. Hello from New York. Hello, Frank. Much love to you, my brother. And gambling's for fools, and that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. Fucking hell. He had a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I dare say, like, he's enjoyed his life. He made an imprint, Lemmy, didn't he? He was... I just like the guy generally anyway. I think we've been good mates. I think he'd have liked me. He was wise. He was an old soul in this place. Speaking's awesome. I love speaking. I love Deep Purple on me. Deep Purple fan, big Deep Purple fan, me. So there's my son. What's he saying? It's the usual here, I guess. So shit then, son. Sorry about that. You have to come over. We'll have to come over and have a holiday in Texas. I'll get you over here in the future. You would love that. You'd love it, yeah? All these guns and knives and shit. You'd be in your element, son. Hugh, good to see you. Murphy's Law. Towers to the dome. Okay. Now I'm going to cut out now, guys, because I'm just waffling, which I do anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you want to ask questions, I'm going to be going shortly. So yeah, I'm going to cover the artifacts and cover that book in a future vlog. I had a hard drive given to me by Jason last night with 12,000 or so books on it. And I've also been going through all my files. I've got enough content to last the next 100 years. We're just discussing where the fuck are we going to find time to do all of this? Because this is the problem, is the time aspect. We're both up the wall. I'm up the wall. But I tell you what, God, I got some juice to bring out to you guys. It's just going to be fucking epic. Just mad. You know, all this stuff and my stuff together, it's just made for the best resource anywhere. I had a really good resource anyway. My main resource is Flat Earth British Think Tank. I don't really go outside for my sources. Do you like the different foods in Texas? Yeah, Brenda, I love it. I've tried everything. I had the best steak I've ever eaten here. I've had Mexican food, them enchiladas. Fucking hell, they were, oh man, they were the best food ever. I've had some Vietnamese food called poo soup. I think it's pho, but it's like poo soup, which was spicy, hot, full of noodles, and beautiful. So I've had some of that. I went to Denny's and had a breakfast, but it landed on my stomach like a house brick and didn't agree with me. So I won't be going in Denny's again. I've tried Wendy's. What else? Yeah, I've done loads of foods. All of the foods. The thing is, Brenda, is they put too much food on the plate. I can't eat all that shit. I'm only small. I'm from Britain, isn't it? Yeah. There's enough food to feed 12 people, but they give you a box to take your food away so we can eat it when we get back, which is what I've been doing because I can't eat all that fucking food, but it tastes fantastic. I've been living on oysters. I had oysters, shrimps, and other little crawfish. They come up out of the ground. They smack them on the head with a baseball bat, and they drag them off down the market for you to eat them later. Crawfish, little fuckers. Yeah. There's getting your own back, innit? Fucking eat them. Mark, good to see you. They drill up through your garden, you eat the fuckers. Some people coax them out with bits of bacon, crawfish, because they come up through the lawn. It's crazy, yeah. They got all sorts of... There's things running in this house. Bugs, tree frogs, yeah. Lizards. Fucking cat brought a lizard in. And if you sit out there for too long, you get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So I need mosquito spray because they fucking loves the old Welsh bloodage. They come in for seconds. Oh yeah, that was good. Might be little Mexican mosquitoes. Yeah, that was good. Let's eat some on the Welshman. They might not be Mexican. They might be American mosquitoes, but they're probably Mexican. Come over the border to eat us, to look for Welshmen. They just went over the border in case there was a random chance there was a Welshman in Texas. Travis, good to see you. Finally made it to a live. Yeah, because I made it early today, 5 o'clock. Usually go live. You know, it's only it's 6:30 in Britain, but it's like I just got up in Britain, in America. It's only 12:30 here, so time to have some food. We can do stuff. Brilliant. God save the Queen. She ain't no human being. Well, it's the king now, isn't it? And I don't want to go there. I ain't going to talk about him. I bit of juice. It's all just bullshit, isn't it? It's all part of the paradigm. We just can't bother the paradigm. Crawfish and the bomb brains. I know. They're fucking awesome. Little wing. Waffles. I haven't had that. Oh, wafflers. Yeah, I know. I haven't been to a Waffle House, yeah. I've been told they're nice, but I'm just not a fan of waffles. They're all right, and they're not all that, are they? You know. Might be just me. Maybe they're fantastic over here. How was your trip to the SA? Bumpy. It was fucking bumpy. Descent was fine, usual, through the clouds. Thought, holy fuck. Oh, there it is, the airport. We had to be about 100 foot off the airport to fucking see it, though. Yeah, it was bumpy the whole time. Fucking turbulence. It was like... But it's all right. Hi, Social Ripper. Howdy. You're late? You missed it. I'm going to be cutting out now. So, yeah, could you share this out, please, guys? And all of the good YouTube things. There's a links below for PayPal in my descriptions box. Apparently, for the last 2 months, I've put a dead link in my videos. So I've been told. But I've been round them all, put them back in again. But that's total shit because I'm in a different continent. So that was like, oh, fuck. That didn't work. Max, the other Max Vision, good to see you. And if you are coming to the meet to have a presentation by yours truly and Jason Bashirs and little words in whispers and rumours in the ether of other, let's just say, big names in truth be in there. Okay, there are going to be some big names in truth there is what I'm going to say. Your chance to meet some epic people. Be fantastic. Make a date. Make it a date. What are you doing next week and the week after next? Fuck all. Get on that train. Get on that plane. Come over. There's people traveling from New Zealand. There's people traveling from Canada to this meet. It's going to be worth it. Okay. Boom Shanker, may the seed of your loins be forever fruitful in the belly of your woman. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay fucking epic. And above all, my messages of the day, not that I'm being bossy, because I'm not. Yeah, because I knew you got killed in the tornado last week, so I don't care. Okay. Is try to stop creating a shitty reality. Okay. Because if you are in a shitty reality and in a rut and not doing anything in your life, it's your fault. It's your fault. You need to get out of that rut. Essential part of spirituality growth is change. Okay, so you have to change the cycle, do something else, something more fulfilling, something you wanted to do, like I did, like jumping on a plane to America. Just do something. Do what you want to do, not what they want you to do, not what your family want you to do. What you really want to do with your life, fucking do it. Fuck them all. It's like, this is my life. I'm going to live it. I'm going to do it. And just fucking stamp your arm on a table and make it fucking happen. Press that fucking go button. Make it happen. Do it, guys. Just do it. Be epic. Be more. Yeah? And don't draw limits on yourself, guys. I can't do that is a negative thought and a negative intent. Yes, you fucking can. Yes, you fucking can do it. Whatever you think you can do, you can do. And you can do it the best as well. You'll be the best. You can. You can. You just got to believe in yourselves, guys. This is what it's about. Christian Rowe, See you. Thanks for juices. No problem. So the discovery is today is Beltec was giving off an acoustic frequency that was causing benefits to humanity and I dare say plant growth. Also, a sound dome which would protect a city or a town. That's what it was doing. Quite cool. You know it. Lindsay, I'm in America. Did you know that? You're in Chicago. I know. So glad I followed you followed your dreams and you just did it. I know. You followed my dreams. That's what I did. Now I'm in the American dream, which is exactly like the American dream. Funnily enough. Can't make this shit up. I fucking love it. It's the best movie I've ever been in. Oh, I love it. So Debbie, much love to you as well, Debs. Thanks. Everyone stay epic. Everyone stay loving. Everyone have a fantastic day. Fantastic rest of the day. Fantastic week. I'll be back very soon. Spread more love. Okay? Stay fucking epic. Welcome to America Land. Thanks, small town girl. Everyone welcomes me here. It's so lovely. What are you saying, Lindsay? Lindsay, lovely, beautiful lady. Martinliedtke, look great. Totally epic. Oh, new glasses and I make it off, Lindsay. And I'm in America. Literally the reset of Martinliedtke. Don't you know? So, is Marriage in the house? Is she here? Simplicity. Hiya from Hiya. We love Portugal. And there's any literalist in the house. Hiya. Martin just made it to American dream. And it is. Especially in Texas. It's got something different going on. Not that I've seen the rest of America. I just feel that it's different here. Okay, thanks, Beetlejuice. Lovely. Thanks, LFXage. Thanks, Sheba, brother. Bumshanka, Kanta, Laga. Oh, I missed that. You got the full thing. Lagana, Kankar. Because he's in India and he would know this stuff, yeah? I'm just reciting the young ones off television. Home sound good. Welcome to Texas. Love from Houston. Yes. Houston rocks. Because that's where I am right now. Okay. Anyway, I got to cut out, guys. That's about an hour and a half. I'll see you soon. Make sure to check out my other channels, Martinliedtke Think Tank channel. You can buy my books that I talked about in this video in the description box below, the Holy Grail of Flat Earth and the Holy Grail of Great Reset, my two last books, and all the other groovy stuff like Flat Earth British, Flat Thumb t-shirts and all of that you can get on my shop, also linked to my channel page. And keep an eye on my community page because I give you daily updates of Rock One. Okay, you grew up in Houston. Simplicity revealed. Epic City. Fucking love it. Thank you, Carry On. Albert Billy. Missed you there, bro. Much love. Okay. Wiggly flat firms. Love you all. And I'll be back very, very soon. Yay.